Not everything needs a clear explanation to end. Sometimes the ambiguity itself is the answer, and I, being part of this story too, have the right to choose, to decide and to be honest with myself when love starts to fade. It's only fair not to stay in something that no longer feels right. Maybe I'll never understand everything. Maybe I misunderstood them or hoped they were someone else. And maybe that's okay, because closure isn't always about getting every answer. Sometimes it's about learning to live without one. What I know for sure is this: I can't keep accepting confusing or careless behavior, even if it was just a joke. I've seen enough to understand. This relationship, with everything that's happened, no longer belongs in my life, and the most important part is, I want to be the one who chooses how this story ends. I'm choosing to walk away, not out of hate, not out of bitterness, not because I don't care anymore, but because I care about myself enough not to stay. Where my boundaries are crossed, I'm choosing distance, not to erase the past, but to protect the present. To keep the past from leaking into places it no longer belongs, because ambiguity doesn't bring peace. It only feeds false hope, makes the mind spiral, and keeps the heart unsettled. The truth is, our minds crave closure. It's just how we're wired. When something ends unclearly or dishonestly, the questions never stop. Why did they treat me like that? Why didn't they clear things up so others wouldn't misunderstand me? Were they afraid to be honest? Were they ever truly sincere? They said they cared, that they wanted to stay friends, but they didn't protect me. They didn't stand up for me. They let people believe things that hurt me, so many question marks. Too many reasons to doubt, but now I see those questions don't bring peace. They only reopen doors I've already walked through. Maybe closure isn't something I need to wait for from them or from anyone else. Maybe closure is something I can give myself. And today, with calm and clarity, I choose to end the confusion. I choose to end this story, including the friendship. I've already suffered enough from revisiting the past, but I accept that this is part of healing. My mind will still wander back sometimes, and that's okay. All I can do now is observe what thoughts come up, what shifts inside me now that I've finally chosen to close this chapter. Sometimes, healing doesn't feel like progress. It feels like standing still, like nothing is changing, even though everything inside you slowly is. One day, you realize you can think about them without your chest tightening. You can remember what happened without feeling the need to rewrite the story. You stop replaying conversations, stop hoping for what if. And that's when peace quietly arrives, without announcement. Without drama, it just shows up one morning, as calm as sunlight on your skin. And you realize you're not angry anymore. You're not even sad. You just are. That's the part no one talks about. The gentle peace that comes after you stop needing closure from someone else. You start to forgive, not because they asked, but because you no longer need to carry the weight. You start to wish them well, even if they never said sorry. You start to see that maybe they were doing the best they could with the awareness they had, and somehow that's enough. Now, I don't need to know why it happened. I don't need to understand every detail. Because some things are meant to end quietly, not with answers, but with acceptance. And that acceptance is freedom. So this is my closure, the one I gave myself. The kind that doesn't come from an apology, but from understanding my own boundaries, my own worth, and the peace that comes when you finally let go with grace. From here, I move forward clearer, calmer, and more at peace with myself. You're watching English Life Moments. Small moments. Steady mind. Thank you for watching.